Diver or not, a watch with a PADI logo makes you say, wow, I want one. That's because not many watches have been given the blessing by the Professional Association of Diving Instructors to bear their famous logo. This one here is special literally and figuratively. But the question is it really that special? Welcome to Where Time Is. My name is Vit. I'm one of you guys who is obsessed with watches, all kinds of watches from vintage to modern ones, except of course those cheap modern watches I need not mention anymore. You know what I'm talking about, right? The first generation of Seiko Samurai was introduced in 2004 and it was a hit due to its modern aesthetics that represented form and function. They were also offered in titanium, but it was discontinued and stainless steel was retained. Samurai has gained a big following from then on, and because of its success, Seiko released funky and cool colorways, many of which were limited editions, such as the Blue Lagoon, Dawn Gray, and Zimbit to name a few. This particular watch with the reference number SRPB99 is a special release. The first wave of PADI Samurais came in dive boxes. So let's go ahead and dive in. It has a stainless steel case, a hard lugs crystal, 4R35 movement with 23 jewels, a power reserve of 41 hours, 43.8mm case diameter, water resistant to 200 meters. I have here my SKX007 for comparison. The SKX has 42mm case, also with hard lugs crystal and water resistant to 200 meters, but there's a big but. It depends on how you look at it. The SKX sports a dated movement, the 7S26. It doesn't have hacking. A lot of you will say that it's robust and very reliable, which I agree 100%. Otherwise, why would Seiko keep making these if it's not any good, right? I like the SKX007's case back because the tsunami icon is bigger and more prominent. Now, both have unidirectional bezel, but the SKX sounds and feels flimsy. Here, listen. I'm not a fan of this. In fact, I hate it. The PADI Samurai's bezel is buttery smooth and feels substantial, although it's a little tight. The knurling doesn't help that much. Well, maybe because I have fat fingers. Don't ask me if I should keep one or both. In fact, I have fallen out of love with my SKX, to be perfectly honest. I keep thinking, if I change a rubber strap to an oyster bracelet, would that rekindle my relationship with it? I don't know. You know what makes a PADI Samurai special aside from having the PADI logo? It's the wave pattern that's on the dial. At first glance, without the right lighting condition, you won't see it. You have to turn and tilt it for it to show its glorious wave. That is, in my opinion, one of the biggest selling points. Remove the pattern and it won't be as exquisite. Just look at that dial. Those waves, they're really awesome. Sometimes when I'm in the office, I find myself looking at that dial. I can look at it all day long. New Seiko divers are known for having blinding lume using Lume Bright. It's unbelievable how they pulled this off. The PADI Samurai particularly has bicolor lume. Here, look, it's mesmerizing. My wrist is pretty small, but I'm glad that this watch has short lugs. It makes it look smaller than it really is. But still, the case is humongous. I can't complain, a tool watch is a tool watch. I can only imagine how easy it is to read the dial underwater with a case as big as this and lume as bright as this. The drilled lugs are a welcome addition. I've been having problems with my SKX lately. The spring bar is very difficult to reach and remove since it doesn't have drilled lugs. This is a cheap generic rubber strap. I bought it to try different colors without committing to buy expensive brands. It works nonetheless. The bracelet. What can I say? I don't like it. It's a push-button deployant clasp with solid links and fully brushed all over that is nowhere as good as my Longines VHP's bracelet. At least it has a diving extension. But hey, I shouldn't compare, right? The Samurai is a $500 watch. Of course, Longines would have a better bracelet. But this is really disappointing. It looks and feels cheap. I should maybe order one from Strapcode soon. The reason why I'm not using it is not because I don't like it. I bought this 3 months ago to actually sell it, but I came to like it, so now it belongs in my collection. This part I hate the most. It looks like a tin can. I'll never get over it unless it's a vintage watch from the 60s or 70s. Is it that special? The short answer is yes. Please press the like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe also. In the meantime, see some of my photos from my Instagram account. Have a great day, stay safe, and see you soon.